It's time!
So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only a day. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. But for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. Young blood made of gold. A mind you can't control. Running wild, can't calm down. My head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause I'd start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Thank you, dear Gypsy. Thank you, dear
Let's
Carmelita.
take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. It's good to see you. I know a lot of you are snowed in just like I am, and it's still coming down. Still coming down. Today is January 6th, 2025. It is 6:42 p.m. on the snowy coast, east coast of the United States. And bonjour Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining me. I do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube, anywhere in the world, anywhere on the internet, and you chose to spend time with me. I know your time is very valuable, and I appreciate it spending it with me and all here in chat. Thank you all so much. Teens of Snow. Hey, Betty. Good to see you. Rach, Nicole, Stephanie, Daisy, EMF, Millie, Lakeside, Kimmy, Mythical, Jules. Hey, Jude. Thank you for that, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Remy Snacks, Fine Summer, Debbie, Remy, Trishy, V. Oakley, Mythical, Sheila, Rhonda, Always Late, Gypsy, Chica, Smiley, Dina Lynn, Wendy, Michelle, Just Me, Marlena, Millie, Luna, Kathleen, Donna, EMF, Carol, Kitty, Kim V, Julie, Heidi, Yaya, Carmelita, um, Heidi, uh, another Heidi, Fine Summer, Lori, Dina Lynn, Sheila, Lakeside, Rach, Just Rach, Gypsy, Mary, Brandy, Cat, Truth for Us, Boo Sheet, EMF, Teresa, The Looking Glass, Barbara, Smiley, hello, Jen and Don, uh, Couponing, PJ, D. White, JJ Johnson, Mythical Irony, Tina, Mom of an Angel, Lori, Crystal, Marlena, Kathy, Chef, hello, Gypsy, Melissa, Ann, Patty, Ponytail, Cindy Lou, Forever Nikki, Bogey, Blue Heron, Cheeky, Bless, Sky Watching, Jill, Maxine, Sheila, Mocha, Mary Ellen, Angel, Tree Hugger, EMF, Lisa, Grammy, MTB, Bo, Sheila, Beverly, Robin, Zipper, Tabitha, Maria, Roller Girl, Debbie, hello, 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 me, uh, hello, Brandy, Kathleen, Paula, hello, everyone, EMF, Sped, V. Oakley, Susan, Moonflower, hello, everyone, just hi, hi, hi. I can't say them all. I try. I really try, but I can't. I can't. I feel bad once I get started and I'm like, damn, I can't say them all. I try. But then I'm like, I know people's like, shut up, Justin. Just get with it. I know. I know. Um, it's good to see you all. Thank you all so much, really, for joining me. Hope you all are well. Hope the 2025 is good to you so far. Am I releasing a rap uh, album release date? I am not a rapper. No, I was just a little bit salty and just wanted to tell some people to, you know, go fry something at that moment. Uh, saying that I was lying, please. Um, anywho, Justin spitting bars. Yeah, yeah. I do love you all. I'm not a fan of the cold either. We've got a lot to talk about. There is this interview of Chris Edgar Steen, and we've I first of all, I don't know where this came from, this interview, but he said something, oops, he did it again. He did it again, y'all. Not so good. Not so good. Edgar implicated himself that he was there that night. And I'm going to show you again. You know, we've all heard the well, we would have heard it, we would have seen it. But now he's talking about what he saw. And we're going to go over that. You guys remember when Edgar said that, how did he put it? Um, we went down, meaning we went down uh, to get his fifth will. We did this and we did that and all of that. Well, now I know that Edgar was not alone. Were you, Edgar? You were not alone in the evening of that. Were you, Edgar? You were with two people, weren't you, Edgar? You were driving, weren't you, Edgar? Someone was sitting in the passenger seat, and someone was sitting behind you. Weren't they, Edgar? We'll get to that in a little bit. Gypsy, thank you so much for. Thank you so much. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you are well. You got to let us know where you're at. I know it's cold where you're at, but you got to let us know. Carmelita, thank you. Thank you so much for gifting that pearl necklace. If you receive that pearl necklace, give our girl Carmelita a big thank you. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so very much, my beautiful friend. And there's beautiful Jessica, 10 months, coming in clutch. How you doing? Good to see you. Really do appreciate you, Jessica. Thank you so much. All the blessings to you, my dear. Hope you are well. And Vicky, thank you so much for 2 months. Really do appreciate you. Hello and all the love. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Hey, Jude. Really snacks. 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 Because Remy's a monkey. She needs snacks, right? Right. Thank you so much. Hey, Jude. And there's Lacey. Hey, Lacey. Good to see you, honey. Hope you're doing well. Finally caught alive. Happy to be here again. Love to you all. Thank you so much, Lacey. And thank you so much for 8 continuous months. I really do appreciate you, my dear friend. So glad you are here. Catching alive with us means a lot, truly. And Amos, there we go. Great to be here. Hello, I was going to say Merry Christmas. I saw your picture. Happy New Year to you, my dear. Thank you for 8 continuous months. Really do appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. Blue Angel, hello. Thank you for that picture of Sebastian on there. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friend. Hope you and yours are well. Oh, Gypsy, thank you so much. Gypsy just gifted 5 pearl necklace. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our dear Gypsy a big thank you because you've been promoted. You're one of our elite employees.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Thank you.
I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door.
Thank you so much, my dear Gypsy. And make sure you thank our girl. You received one of those. We do appreciate you, Gypsy. Thank you so much, my dear. And Smiley, there's Smiley. Hey, girl. For Remy Pearl, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you, Smiley. You've been doing a great job. Thank you so much, Smiley. Keep it up, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Jerry Lynn, thank you for 5 months. Really do appreciate you. You look great in red. Well, thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate that very, very much. Very kind of you, dear Jerry. And TG, thank you so much. Thank you for your hard work on this case. Thank you, TG. I really appreciate you. I really do. Thank you for that. That means a lot, truly. It really does. Just the comment alone. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend. There we go, Donna. Hey, Donna, how are you? Love this channel. Well, we love you, my dear. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, dear Donna. And we love you being here and being a part of it. Each of you bring value to this channel. So really do appreciate you all in your commentary for sure. And just your thought processes. Thank you, Angel. 8 months. Lots of 8 months today. Sebastian holds my heart. Thank you, Angel, for 8 continuous months. Sebastian has definitely holds a lot of our hearts, right? He really does. And, you know, let's pray that this is done soon, because it can't be done soon enough. If you ask me, it cannot be done soon enough. Like, you know, Sebastian Rogers, Michael Vaughn, Summer Wells. We need answers. We need answers. Thank you for 8 continuous months, my dear. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Willa, thank you so much. More Remy snacks. Thank you, Willa. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Hope you're well. Thank you for the Remy snacks. Really do appreciate you, love. And Gina, thank you so much. Thank you, Justin. Thank you for 6 continuous months. We really do appreciate you and enjoy having you here. Thank you, my dear. Gemini Lady coming in clutch. Thank you so much, Gemini Lady, for gifting a pearl necklace. If you received that, make sure you give our OG Gemini Lady a big thank you. Very kind of you, my friend. Really do appreciate you. All the blessings to you and yours, my friend. Always late, 9 months. Look at there. We love you, Justin. You are the best. Oh, I don't know about that, but thank you for those kind words. Always late. Really do appreciate you. You're always classy, and I really do appreciate you there. All right. So we've got a lot to talk about. First things first, we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off, so to speak. And if anyone knows where this came from, it's really important, because I don't know where it came from. It's an interview that Edgar did, and we're going to speak about it. We're going to play it here. Oops, let's just 1 second. All right.
Anything about us last scene, like in the
Okay. All right. So
like
here we go. Listen very closely to what Edgar says. The person, I give credit where credit is always due. The person where someone sent this to me last night, I did not find this, but there is a person on X called Lauren from Facebook, at It's Just Lauren 86. Her link is provided in the description. I don't know if she found this or someone else, but I don't know where this interview came from. If someone knows where this interview came from, let me know, please. Listen to the words carefully.
description of, you know, what he was last seen, like in the black outfit. Is that something that he wore to bed?
Yes.
So he wore, like I said, it was the black pants with the white stripes down the side. It was a long sleeve black shirt. It was not a hoodie. It wasn't a sweatshirt. It was a long sleeve black shirt.
And y'all think that he went out the front door?
Right now, that is the best assumption available.
Y'all don't think maybe he might have put a sweater on or something? I mean,
that right there is, that would be an assumption, and we never saw him. We saw what he went to bed in, and that was it.
Oh, did y'all hear that? We saw what he went to bed in. Listen to that again.
That's a safe.
y'all don't think maybe he might have put a sweater on or something? I mean,
that right there is, that would be an assumption, and we never saw him.
Yeah.
We never saw him like put a sweater on. We never saw him.
Saw what he went to bed in.
We saw what he went to bed in. Listen.
The front door.
Right now, that is the best assumption available.
Y'all don't think maybe he might have put a sweater on or something? I mean,
that right there is, that would be an assumption, and we never saw him.
Yeah.
We saw what he went to bed in, and that was it.
That's a safety thing.
Yeah, I
But-
understand that. Don't do.
I knew when Edgar was saying previous that we went down there, meaning I knew someone went with him, and it took a long ass time for me to find out, Edgar, that two people was with you. And you tell on yourself because the we's and the I's are very important. You can come out of surgery and you're not going to mess we and I up. You're not going to mess it up. You have to, your brain does not want to lie. Your brain will tell on you. Yes. Pronouns are integrated. You don't mess it up. You have to really think to lie, right? You have to make sure, you have to be careful. But then there are those things that will tell on you. We're going to play that one more time.
What he was last seen, like in the black outfit. Is that something that he wore to bed?
Yes. So he wore, like I said, it was the black pants with the white stripes down the side. It was a long sleeve black shirt. It was not a hoodie. It wasn't a sweatshirt. It was a long sleeve black shirt.
And y'all think that he went out the front door?
Right now, that is the best assumption available.
Y'all don't think maybe he might have put a sweater on or something? I mean,
that right there is, that would be an assumption, and we never saw him.
Yeah.
We saw what he went to bed in, and that was it.
We saw what he went to bed in. We saw what he went. What was we saw?
It was a long sleeve black shirt. It was not a hoodie. It wasn't a sweatshirt. It was a long sleeve black shirt.
And y'all think that he went out the front door?
Right now, that is the best assumption available.
Y'all don't think maybe he might have put a sweater on or something? I mean,
that right there is, that would be an assumption, and we never saw him.
We never saw him.
Yeah.
We saw what he went to bed in.
We saw what he went to bed in. We saw what he went to bed in. We never saw him. We saw what he went to bed in.
And that was it.
All right. So there you have that. There you have that. Yes. A little sloppiness, isn't it? It is. Janine, hello, beautiful. Thank you so very much for renewing your membership. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my love. Hope you are well. My beautiful friend there. Thank you. And Teresa, thank you so much for renewing that membership. Really do appreciate you. I hope law enforcement is paying attention. Dear Lord, bring Sebastian home. Yes. How can you see what he went to bed in and you never saw him put on a sweater? How can you say that, Edgar? You were what, 3.5 hours away? Is this possibly why you don't want to speak about Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, whenever authorities are definitely looking for someone or something, but in my opinion, someone, and that's why you don't want to talk about it? Don't you think, Edgar? That's what I think, in my opinion. That's why you don't want to speak about Sunday. Because I believe if you were anywhere in Memphis or Mississippi on Sunday, you would have thrown those receipts at us by the first interview, in my opinion. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about what days you were home. Law enforcement, you say, has told you to not give exact dates. No. Nope. There is no reason why law enforcement will tell you that you can't give exact dates when you are implicated in nothing you say. If you are not any sort of way involved, why can't you say? Why? Mm-hmm. 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 More like the lawyer told him that, in my opinion. Perhaps, perhaps. You never know. You never know. So listen to this. Now, we've heard this before, but does anyone know where that interview came from? Does anyone know where that came from? Because I really, really want to know. That would be, if anyone knows, please let
It's
me
a
know.
safety thing.
Yeah, I
But
understand that. Don't do that.
yeah, but what I can say is there's only two doors in the house that he could have gone out where he could have locked
From the
on his
outside.
own or from the outside.
Now, listen to this very carefully, right? Listen to this very carefully. DNA, thank you so much for 6 months. There's no place I'd rather be. And oh, and sorry, I'm late again. You're late. Are you late? I love you, but I have to do this. DNA to the office, please. You're being paged. DNA to the office, please. We need a late slip for DNA. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Glad you are here. Oh, thank you, Live Thankful. That's very kind of you. Sir, thank you for all that you do for the truth. Could a mod please drop the iPhone join link so I can get my pearls back? Absolutely, Live Thankful. Thank you so much for those words. I really do appreciate you. And yes, mods will certainly drop a link, an iPhone link for you. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Listen carefully. We've always wondered why, Edgar has been the one to answer the questions, to speak out mostly when it comes to that house. Now, excuses will be, oh, well, he's the man of the house and he wants to protect his wife. nobody needs to protect a mother who has a missing child. They are a lion. A lion. Let me tell you something. Watch out for a mother, a father who can't find their child. They don't need that. They need to be out here doing something for their kid, is what they need to be doing. That's what they need to be doing. Thank you, Live Thankful. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you for renewing your membership, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Very kind of you, my love. And Teresa, hello. Thank you so much, my dear. Welcome back to the family. Really do appreciate you. Now remembering it up today. Thank you very much, my dear. And Tina, in my opinion, law enforcement knows Edgar was there that night. You know, there was this little chatter in the beginning that Edgar was home till later in the evening. And there was also chatter that Edgar was to get his plan was to get up early enough so he could be at work that morning. Like leave at, I don't know, leave later in the, I guess, the night, and so he could be there. So, but I do believe Edgar was there that night. I do believe Edgar was there Sunday. Um, and maybe days before in the area for sure. Thank you, Tina. And thank you, Jersey. Thank you, my dear, for renewing your membership. Really do appreciate you. Very kind of you. Welcome to the Pearls. Really do appreciate you, hun. Uh, is that secret chat? Yeah. So we'll see. But listen to this. How does
That right there
Edgar?
is,
One second.
that would be an assumption, and we never saw him. We saw what he went to bed in, and that was it.
That's a safety thing.
Yeah, I
But
understand that. Don't do that.
yeah, but what I can say is there's only two doors in the house that he could have gone
I know,
out
guys. Thank you.
where he could have locked
From the
on his
outside.
own from the outside. And the one he wouldn't have gone out because of how much noise it makes.
Yeah.
Everybody would have, plus it would have been seen on camera.
Okay, that's the everybody. Everybody would have heard it. He caught himself, but then he goes right on.
Put it that way.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it would have been seen on camera. So by suspicion,
I'm sure they looked at all that.
Yeah.
yes, with camera. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it would have been seen on camera. So by suspicion or reasonable elimination of all these doors, it's front door.
Okay. And there was no windows unlocked or anything like that.
Listen.
That y'all can tell or could tell. I'm sure they looked at all that.
Yeah, with the screens intact and things like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing exterior of the building of our house has been altered.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why it was like, oh, not only that, but for him to go out the window, so to speak, he would have landed in the flower bed and barefooted. Yeah, we'd have heard something because he landed on it and screamed. And barefooted. Yeah, we'd have heard something because he had landed on it and screamed.
Did you hear that? Yeah, we would have heard something, and he would have landed on it and screamed. That little part right there, that clip is so many different things wrong with it at that point. Yes, we would have heard it, right? He would have stepped outside, landed in the bushes, and would have screamed. Okay. I mean, do you not think he's going to be screaming barefooted after not very many steps. His little tender feet are going to get eaten up by, sticks, stones, asphalt, pavement, whatever. No, no. And then he talks about, of course, the front door. Yeah, it would have, someone would have, he would have been seen on camera. Someone would have been seen on camera if they had walked up to the front door. Well, the same thing is if they came out of the door, they would have been seen. Nothing was ever seen. It is so clear, in my opinion, that there is so many mistakes here. It's not even, it's sad, to be quite honest with you. It's crystal clear, Edgar. It's crystal clear. It's time to just speak on it. It's time that everyone puts this to rest. It's time to say where he is at. If something happened, if he's being hidden. Does that mean there's a third person setting up the alibi with the phone? I don't know. I really don't know, to be quite honest with you. Thank you, Ebony. The inconsistencies from the first interview to last, in my opinion, just doesn't make any sense. No, a lot of it, I mean, they will be honest and they will say about certain things, saying, yeah, the doors were locked, right? Well, he would have had to have a key for this door. He wouldn't have went out this door because it would have made a sound, and he'd had to have a key. Well, if he went out the side door, where the man door or the garage door, well, he would have been seen on camera as well. The front door, he would have been seen on camera as well. The only door that is possible is the back door, in my opinion. And it's very interesting. Laura Lodge has talked on this as well, how they were in the backyard, focusing on that backyard. Everything is focused on the backyard at 3 a.m., right? Even if you believe the scent trail from that one dog, it cuts right through the backyard. Where the flashlights is, it cuts through the backyard and goes through neighbors' yards. Where the car is, it again cuts through the backyard and then goes straight up, which is where the car first went and then did whatever they did and then turn around. Everything is through that backyard. Sandra, welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for becoming a pearl. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Welcome to the family. Y'all, please welcome our dear Sandra. Really do appreciate you, Sandra. Oh, thank you, Betty. Really do appreciate you. It also shows that Sebastian didn't like things touching his feet, because if he would have heard him with something hitting his foot, just saying, it also shows that Sebastian didn't like things touching his feet, because if he would have heard him with something hitting his foot, just saying, yes, that is true. That is true. Yes, that's a point. Yes. Yeah. This is just a child that's not going to walk out by himself, not be seen, not be heard, not have anything. But there is the only thing that we do have that night is we do know at least one person was driving a vehicle that night. And they went to the house. Another one came out. What they were doing, only can guess or, theorize. But the other one, after they do something around the back of the car, the one goes back to the home. And then less than 3 hours later, there is supposedly a child missing. Born at night, but not last night. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, my dear. I sure will. Thank you, my love. And Valerie, love that name. Thank you for 4 months. In my opinion, Justin, do you think I do think this is going to boil down to mainly a case with data. This is going to be a big data evidential case, in my opinion. But we need to find Sebastian. We need him. And this is allegedly Edgar's not first time allegedly knocking someone out. Well, hold on, scratch that. I take that back. Scratch that. I'm not saying that he did anything, but what I'm saying is he allegedly knocked someone out before and thought something really bad had happened, allegedly, didn't you, Edgar? And thankfully, this person was okay. Thankfully. But it had you freaking out a little bit, didn't it, Edgar? It did have you freaking out a little bit, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Sure did. So, but I do think this is going to be a case that it's going to be data is going to point it all out, in my opinion. So thank you for that, Valerie. Thank you for 4 months. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Hope you are well. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you for your support. Does mean a lot, truly, my dear. Good to see you. And Queen Kristen, thank you so much, Justin. I live for the funny antics and shenanigans. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. It just depends, I think I believe if Sebastian is found, there would be immediate arrest, in my opinion, to the individual or individuals associated with this. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Holly, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, my dear. Yeah, Marianne, we may look at that. Yeah, hopefully if we can get time during this live, we'll look at some of that for sure. So yeah, there is things that implicates him being there with just his words. And let me tell you something. If you don't think police look for that stuff, you've got another thing coming. They absolutely look for the we's and the I's. Using someone in, past tense is very important as well. And that says a lot because you don't mess it up. You don't mess it up, right? Now, I want to show you something because now, in my opinion, I know why Edgar gets so mad when Seth brought this up.
And does fishing and things like that with Sebastian just as well. I mean, Seth works long hours. I work long hours.
And I'm not saying any of that is
gotta,
suspicious at all, Chris. I'm just asking if that was normal. Because if it wasn't normal and he was overstimulated, that could be a reason for him to have ran out of the house.
No. He
Okay.
was not overstimulated.
Okay, so that wasn't one of the possible reasons for him to leave.
Here's what I'll say. Everything is on the table. Nothing has.
Sorry, this isn't the part I'm looking for, but yeah, everything's on the table except you say you've been cleared, right? Since day one, right, Edgar? You say you've been cleared. Everybody's been cleared. All three of the parents, which is the furthest thing. No.
It's been taken.
Let me find it.
There's a rumor out there, Chris.
Right here. Listen.
That your mom and your dad have Sebastian. It's been brought up to me.
Seth, you know darn good and well, you got a question about my
I'm just
brother.
asking.
You pick up the
Did
phone.
they take me somewhere to like a boot camp or anything like that? And Katie just thought I wouldn't accept it.
I don't think
Hold
Seth
on.
is being accusatory. I think he's just trying to clear up a bunch of BS that's been online.
Right, and I'm trying, and I'm telling you, if he's had this suspicion, he's got my mother's phone number. He can pick up the phone and call her. She is not afraid to answer any
Chris, I'm
questions.
asking you. I don't want to talk to your mom. I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to Katie.
Well, it's real simple, Seth.
To put it to the rest.
You have seen the video footage of Seth on Sunday. Don't tell me you hadn't. I know you have. You sat in the room with all the agents.
Now, this was really, really triggering to him. If someone has that narc diverse, if they want to send it to me, that video, we can rewind that. Why is he so triggered about his mommy? Good question. Good question. Now, remember, he's with two people on Wednesday evening. This is when he's going to get the camper around that evening. I'll just say that.
No, they didn't show me the video footage, buddy.
So you didn't see, you weren't sitting in a room with law enforcement, the district attorney, when they showed you a video, when you wanted proof of life, saying that you hadn't seen proof since Friday. When you've been at my house the first 3 damn days.
Chris, let Seth speak. Go ahead, Seth.
Chris, they showed me video proof of him coming out of Texas Roadhouse on Sunday.
On a Sunday night. You damn right.
Just Chris.
Seth, I got a problem with you sitting here making these accusations. Because if you got a problem with them, guess what?
Let's squash it.
I think we're just trying to talk things.
Now remember, I want to make it clear that Edgar has stated from the get-go that he is innocent, Katie is innocent, Seth is innocent, and quote, any of the family, end quote, is innocent.
Out, and I don't even know if this should be public, honestly.
Same.
Okay, here's all the public knowledge you need on this deal. Law enforcement has talked to my parents, my whole family. Once again, the statement is true, what law enforcement says. Just because you hear a rumor doesn't make it true.
Edgar, Wednesday evening, we went down. We did this. We did that. I say we, not we. I, Katie, didn't go with me. And you're right about that part. KK did not go with you. But others did. Others were with you that evening. You get really, really, really well, and then there's the truck pings, and that's before all of this happens, though, right? It had to have been terrifying for these kids. It had to have been always late. It really did. Oops, what am I doing? You're absolutely right. Lakeside Lawyer, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. My love. Thank you so very much. Much love to you. FL, 14-month OG. I love you to pieces. I looked for your email earlier and I couldn't find it, though. Couldn't find it. So can you resend those maybe, my dear? Love you to pieces. Or call me. Just call me. You know that. You can do that. Love you to pieces, my SL family. Appreciate you, my dear. Lydia, thank you so very much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. You received one of those. Give our Lydia a big, big thank you because you have been promoted. You're one of our elite employees.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Thank you.
I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photo.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, sweet Lydia. Really do appreciate you for gifting those 5 pearl necklaces. Very, very sweet of you. You know, it's been a, you know, like, it's been interesting to see, you know, the Bow Wows, Cruella, you know, like, especially in the beginning, following all the creators, you usually don't see that. You know what I mean? You usually don't see that. So there's that. I don't know. But law enforcement knows exactly where everyone was. And that's the only thing that matters in the end, right? Just because, or if, you know, someone was with, they, you know, were together for 24 solid hours. Doesn't implicate anything, but it just makes you wonder, why are you, I mean, like, it's not a big deal if someone would go with you, is it? I'm asking.
Chris,
I,
what
and
I
I don't
want
think
to
he
do is
said it was true. I think he's just trying to clarify.
He said
That's not clarifying. No, stop. No, stop sitting here trying to defend his actions. Stop.
Okay.
the fact is, Chris, is I'm trying to squash the rumor. We're both here squashing the rumor.
Seth, there is no rumor. You know my parents were not with Katie on Sunday.
That's all I'm doing, Chris.
No, you're causing a problem because you know damn good and well where my parents were at their house on Sunday night. They weren't near Katie. They weren't near Sebastian. And if you got a problem, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call her. Be an adult. Be a responsible adult. And just call her.
Chris.
Now, there has been a long rumor that Cruella was down at, was it Orsham's at 5 o'clock in the morning. I want to be clear. She has categorically denied that. And there has been no proof of that at this point. Unless there are witnesses who come publicly, then that, and I'm not aware of any. I'm not aware of any, but you just wouldn't think of, you know, and another thing I don't understand is, why does Cruella say that she wasn't there till after 10:30 the morning Sebastian went missing? I mean, there was, you know, Edgar's sister says that they were searching since 6:30, and then 24 hours, almost to the dot, like within 30 minutes, I think, actually, of, so, 23 and a half hours after Sebastian goes missing, that is when Edgar's sister posts a very interesting post, in that Sebastian, her nephew, is missing. He left with his glasses, no jacket, no shoes, and she thinks that he might have gotten in a vehicle. And they went to work, and Sebastian woke up in the back of the vehicle, and getting out somewhere else. That has always been extremely odd to me, for a number of reasons. That, and she says, I'm just trying to think outside the box. Well, there's a lot of things right there that would, most people lock their doors. If, let's say, for instance, if Sebastian did find an open, car door and got in the car, well, I'm sure he's going to have to try more than one vehicle, right? He's going to have, he's going to be trying to open up several vehicles. He's going to be seen on camera, number one. Somewhere he's going to be seen on camera, or he's going to be spotted somewhere, or there's going to be some footprints. There's going to be a scent, most importantly. There's going to be something. And let's say that he was sleeping in the back of the car, and all of that I just said, you were going to need at least a scent, or him to be seen on camera, or a spotting, someone seeing him, a confirmed something. But what if, who says the person's going to go to that specific car is going to go to work that morning, right? That doesn't mean they go to work every morning. That car sitting there doesn't mean they go to work every morning. It could be an elderly person's car. There's just a lot of variables in there. What if they have kids and they open the back door? Well, Sebastian would be there, right? What if he wakes up during the time that uh, the person's traveling? What if the person, looks in the back of her car, him or her look in the back of the car? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. So it's an extraordinarily odd thing to say. Very odd thing to say. And that has always stuck with me. Saying something at 5:30ish in the morning, less than 24 hours after Sebastian goes missing, doesn't sit right with me, and it never has, and it never will. And just the fact, what was this? Ew. Some that is disgusting. Okay, thank you for sending that. I appreciate you. Someone said, okay. Wasn't it the same morning? I think it was the next morning. It was the next morning. It was the 27th. It was the 27th. So it just doesn't. There's something wrong with that, in my opinion. Something very wrong with that.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Oh, I can hear you.
Because all I'm hearing is anger and attitude from you. What I'm trying
and you should, Seth. You should. Because what you're doing is bullshit, and you know it.
Okay, stop.
Okay,
People
all
are
right,
talking
enough.
over each other.
Enough.
Seth, go, and then Chris, go, please.
Well, again, I agree. I agree, Rita. I mean, you gotta look at there was a car at 3:00 in the morning. There was some vehicle, right? They had to travel somewhere, right? That vehicle had to travel somewhere. And was it traveling to work? 3 hours away? I don't know. Was it traveling to work, 20 minutes away? I don't know. But it's very odd. It's very odd. You're absolutely right.
Please, Seth, and then Chris. Thank you.
Chris, a unified front squashes rumors together. That's all I am stating.
Okay, Chris.
This is a rumor floating around, and I would like us to squash it.
Yeah, I think that is a great rumor to try to squash. That one's on Facebook, and the rumor is actually that about your mom, her car being parked at like Worsham's and him getting in.
Okay, so here's the answer. The final answer to this.
It's not just an online rumor, because people have driven up to me and personally spoken about this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I make the statement?
I wish
This is very simple. This conversation has nothing to do on social media. You want to have this conversation, Seth? You call me, you get Heather, you get Chloe on the phone.
That's
Hell,
fine.
I'll do you one better, and I will get Bobby and Carter on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have this little fucking powwow.
He says it has nothing to do with being. It's interesting. He didn't deny that part. He just said this has nothing to do with being online. So there's that. Hey, buddy. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Hope you are well. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Your little pooch is so cute. I love seeing y'all's little animals on there. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lake. Really do appreciate you. I hope you are well, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate that, Lake. Thank you, my dear. And then we got Debbie 357 coming in clutch. Make sure you thank our sweet Debbie 357 for gifting 5 pearl necklaces because you've been promoted.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Debbie. Really do appreciate you. If you received one of those, make sure you thank our dear Debbie. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Make sure you guys join our members only lives and enjoy our members only content as well. Mandy, thank you so much for your super sticker. I really do appreciate you. And thank you so much for your support. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you've been well, Mandy. Hope 2025 is good to you, my love. Widow, thank you, love. I don't understand with all the inconsistencies Edgar says. The light video, the audio voices, the truck pings plus CPS cases that they aren't in silver bracelets by now. What about the FBI? Yes. I mean, I understand it. There, I mean, there's a lot that, like, for instance, the lights, right? I mean, what's the likelihood of this vehicle going into the neighborhood, parking in the middle of the road, going through neighbors' yards, being out of, going toward the house that a child will be missing from, or allegedly discovered missing from within 3 hours. Then coming back with another individual, them doing something around the vehicle, one getting into the vehicle, backing out, not going down and circling around or going to the next driveway, but backing out, and then the other person running back toward the house that a child will be reported missing from, right? The pings and all of that. Edgar again says it's 1 o'clock. Whenever this vehicle pings, I wholeheartedly disagree with him why it would be 1 o'clock. No, there's no officer that's going to ask, why it's your vehicle is supposedly pinging or shaking hands, if you will, with your home whenever you're there right in front of them. They don't ask you about they only ask you about your whereabouts between when the crime is, or whatever is happening. That's the only thing that they're going to care about. They're not going to ask you, well, there's 500 different devices in the area at 1 o'clock on the 26th, when Sebastian has been allegedly discovered missing for over 7 hours at that point. Just doesn't ring true. But the thing about it is, Widow, is the thing that, in my opinion, is they said that he walked out the door. Right? They are, if they said, I don't know, I just don't know where he's at. Like he was in, he was, for instance, like the Lori Vallow case. Like she said, the kids are fine, but I'm just not going to tell you where they're at. Right. And then she said they were here, and then she said they were here, and she said that they were fine. Well, police then can say, okay, you're saying they're fine, but we need to see that they are fine. She couldn't produce those children, uh, you know, JJ and Tylee, that were missing. God rest them. But in this case, this is something that they're claiming he did on his own accord. Right? He walked out the door. I don't know why he walked out the door. I went to bed. He woke up. He wasn't here. I don't know why he walked out the door. So they're saying he did this on his own accord. Has nothing to do with us here. He just was gone. So that's a little thing, but it does make a big difference in investigations. Good question. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. You received that pearl necklace. Make sure you give our beautiful Heidi a big thank you. Really do appreciate you, my beautiful friend. I think KP and CP had a fight, and he tried to come between them and was hurt, in my opinion. Very possible. In fact, I'm going to show you guys something about the arms that I had a lot of you guys send in, and so we're going to talk about it.
We're not going to have a powwow like that, but I would.
Well, then guess what?
The situation, and I would love for it to be private, because I believe a lot of what is happening right now should not be public.
So explain to me why you don't want Bobby and Carter involved.
I didn't say I didn't want Bobby and Carter involved. I said I was referring to your tone.
So, Edgar, do you still have a good relationship with Bobby and Carter? Because allegedly the last thing that creator said that that law enforcement were dumbasses about that, whose vehicle it was.
Which is
has things changed a bit?
Very angry.
Oh, I'm very pissed.
I know that. I think we just all need to take a breath, because no one is accusing any. Now,
this is him behaving like this in front of the world. And this is someone who he admits to spanking his autistic chromosome with a chromosome deletion stepson. This is also others have alleged that their claim is that Edgar has allegedly smacked a child with braces, busted, made their lip bleed, threw a child with in a car seat, and then there's the 1X. So how do you think anyone would fare inside the house if you piss him off good enough. Hopefully, MJ. And yeah, he says, nothing to see here, nothing to see here, but he also will not take that step and speak to the fact about, or actually show where he was on the weekend, and most importantly, Sunday night rolling into Monday morning. That's very important. Tony, how are you? I'd fare just fine. I bet you would, brother. I bet you would. Tina, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you. Maybe there is half truth in statements. Maybe they put him in a box, car, and water. Edgar is a big dick. Can I get an amen? You can. Amen. Amen. Yes. Told you there are at least 6 involved. I believe there are more involved than, in my opinion, than just where he went missing, in my opinion. So, okay. Didn't he call them derogatory names when he said about his truck was right there? I don't know. Oh, he would make Mother Teresa cuss. I'm telling you, he would make
anyone of anything. We are trying to dispel things because in turn, dispelling these things will take
so full of
some
shit.
of the BS off of you.
Whoa. That was uncalled for. And Chris, I mean, I do understand your anger, but I know these ladies. I don't know Seth. I just know what I've seen. But these ladies are not full of shit.
I didn't say they're full of shit. I was referring to Seth being full of shit with his comments.
Well,
remember, this is someone who told the father of Sebastian Rogers that he would not open his mouth again if he did or said something.
that doesn't help matters.
No, it doesn't. So when you brought him on the show and he wants to start this shit, that isn't going to answer questions. It's going to spiral into the shit that's in. So we can set this shit aside and answer the questions that you got.
Okay. I would like to move on very quickly, but I will say the public opinion is not going to improve unless we can take a deep breath.
That's exactly right.
And I know you are frustrated.
You have no idea what I am.
I'm not saying I know
You
how
don't.
frustrated you are, but I know you are frustrated. And I am not saying that's not valid, but this is not helping.
Some people cannot see their own arrogance. They're just incapable of it. They really are. I was speaking to someone the other day about Edgar, and they actually someone that knows Edgar, and they just say he'll just never see it, in their opinion. So need to show you guys some things here. Bear with me as I find it. Okay. this is what, and y'all sub up to this channel. This is Black Hawk _57 Magnum. Link is provided in the description. A lot of y'all have wanted me to review this. Let me put their link right here. Black Hawk _57. Okay, I'll drop the link in chat as well. They only have like 167 subscribers. And I just want to hear what y'all's thoughts are on this. Edgar's a douchebag. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. Let's talk true crime. Let's talk Sebastian Rogers. Some things I want to talk about today. Some questions I have, a few questions. The first one being...
This is about those, what we call, some may call scratches, some may call bite marks, you know, something like that. So we'll see here. Bad actors, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Much respect to Tony, a genuine human who sticks by his morals and ethics. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. I couldn't agree more. Tony is a good soul. He really is. And has been, in my opinion, very much treated unfairly.
For Katie, when Sebastian went missing, I know that you had mentioned that he went missing in a long sleeve t-shirt, dark t-shirt with a logo on the front. And I was just wondering, is it possible that it's this shirt right here, where Sebastian has two more keys on his lap? Or was it possibly, I don't know, is it this shirt? This is...
Yes, this is it Baby Yoda? Is it Baby Yoda? You know, they're talking about Sebastian. Remember Edgar just said that you know, they saw him go to the bedroom for the night. You know, they didn't see him, you know, leaving with a coat or whatever. It'd have been speculation. Yeah, you're going to hear music because I have to play it to use it under fair use. So it's going to be a little bit.
It's a short sleeve shirt that Sebastian was wearing at the dinner at Texas Roadhouse. And this shirt here has a logo of Grogu on the front of it, but it's a short sleeve t-shirt. Both of these shirts are dark in color. One's a long sleeve and one is a short sleeve. So the question I have for Katie is, which one of these two shirts, or both of them, do you have in your possession still? Because if one of these two shirts is missing, then I guess we would know which one Sebastian went missing in. Now, this shirt here being a long sleeve tee Star Wars shirt with a picture of the Millennium Falcon on the front, and this one being a dark t-shirt, short sleeve with Grogu on the front. So just a simple question I had, and maybe somebody can ask Katie that, is whether or not one of these two shirts are missing, or whether or not she has these two shirts.
That's a very important question, right? Does she have those two shirts? I wish we could see another angle of that video. Yeah, me too.
and it was actually a different shirt that Sebastian was wearing. And that would help pinpoint what the young man was wearing the night he went missing, the morning. But I want to talk into the true crime community today, you guys. I am hearing this talked about pretty much every other day, a few times a week.
Yes.
I just heard it last week on Granny's Live. I watched Bullhorn Betty talk about it, and I heard it brought up again this morning on Dolly's Live. These marks that are on Chris Proudfoot's arms that some people are still saying are bite marks.
I want to hear what you guys think. Are they bite marks? Are they scratch marks, like nail scratches? Are they, like scratches from brush, sticks, metal, something like that? He's going to give his opinion on it. Sweet Jones, thank you so very much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, my love. Very, very kind of you. So he's going to get into why he thinks this.
I'm not seeing bite marks here, you guys. All right. I am seeing scratch marks. I'm not seeing scratch marks made by a dog. All right. And I'll show you what I mean. So, being is on the left-hand side, on Sebastian's lap over here, you see two Morkies. A Morkie is a dog that's in the toy category, not very big, somewhere between, usually the most they weigh is 13 pounds, but usually somewhere between, 6 and 13 pounds is what they weigh, 8 pounds on average. Not very big, not very strong dog. And
I don't even think their Morkies weighed that. They were rather small.
Paws are designed that when they leave scratch marks, they leave them like this. They're real close together. Do you see that? That's how, when a small dog in the toy category, when a Morkie scratches you, see, the paw, the nails are close together, okay? So you see this scratch right here? This is made by a small dog. This scratch mark here, made by a small dog. You see the small, thin lines, you guys, close together? You see that? Small, thin lines that are real close together. Here's another picture.
Right, it's just the tip of their little nail that's would be scratching you.
Of a small dog that Chris and Katie are holding. Not very big at all. All right. But when a small dog scratches you, and here's another picture of what it looks like when a small dog scratches you. Do you see how thin the lines are? Long and thin and close together, like a dog's paw would be.
I mean, we've all had a scratch like that. iPhone link membership, please, and thank you. Mods, can y'all please drop it every so often if you don't mind, mods. Thank you so much. Dear Robin, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. And Sweet Jones, thank you, my love, again.
Okay. And Katie admitted in her interview that the Morkies did have unmanicured nails, so they were sharp at the time. All right. So.
But I don't see Edgar allowing the dogs to just scratch him. Like when a dog scratches you, I don't care how small they are or how big they are. It hurts. That hurts. Right? So you're not going to continually let them scratch, and bite and scratch you.
Here is a zoomed up look from Evil Exists channel of the marks that are on the scratches that are on Chris's arms.
Thumbs up, y'all.
These
are amazing.
marks are not bite marks. you guys. I don't see any rows of teeth here. All right. Now over here in the left-hand side, what some people think look like top and bottom teeth. I mean, these teeth, they would have to be they're too far apart, you guys. All right. It has to be closer together.
Yeah, that's not a dog
over
scratch.
here.
It's
that
not a
would
dog
be
scratch.
a pretty big mouth, you guys.
I mean, that's not a dog scratch. That is not a damn Morky scratch. That is not a Morky scratch. No. No way. Right, Becca?
That's not a bite mark, all right? But it's not a dog scratch mark either by a small dog. The Morkies, they're not even able to create gouges this way. Not a dog that size and that weighs that little. So I'll show you what I think they are, all right? I'll just go ahead and spoiler alert. I don't think these marks were made by Sebastian at all right? I don't think they were made by his nails or by Sebastian biting Chris. What these look like to me, you guys, is a woman's fingernail marks. These are gouges, you guys, is what these are. And before I get started showing you the comparisons, I want to take you over to this right here. This is what a woman...
What do y'all think? Yes, they hurt. Yeah.
His fingernails look like, all right? Being is, I mean, they're not real long, but you can tell that these nails are sharp, okay? And what I want you to pay attention to is on the thumb here, if you notice, the rounded edges at the end. You see how when the nail is shaped, that it's almost like a quarter moon. See how at the ends it's rounded off? And up here on the index finger, the same thing. You see how it's rounded off on all the nails? Okay, so let's go back to the visual of Chris's arms. So the way you're looking at Chris right now is as if you're facing him, all right? So you're looking at Chris and he's looking at you, all right? This being his right arm, this being his left arm, if he's facing you. So on Chris's right arm, which is over here, you guys, I want you to focus on the two scratch marks.
I don't know if it has to be specifically a woman's nails, but I do think it's more, I felt like it's more nails or like brush or something else than bites.
That are on top over here. Do you see those? Do you see the one on the top right? Okay. Do you see how it's distinctly rounded off? Just like the woman's fingernail that I showed you before. And then over here, do you see this scratch on the bottom? Do you see how it's rounded off? Like that quarter moon I was showing you about right here before? So I'm talking about this scratch right here, you guys. Do you see how it's rounded off right here? And over here on the other arm, the top scratches. Do you see how this one is rounded off? This is scratch marks made by a woman's fingernails. Guys, these are gouge marks, is what this is. All right, so if you were a person and you were facing Chris and you went in to grab a hold of his arms or to scratch him, right? Then you would go in here with your left hand and this side with your right hand. You're facing him. You're going in here like this to grab a hold of him. Well, again, for all the women in true crime, because I know a lot of the community is women, I want you to take your right hand and I want you to take your thumb and I want you to stick the tip of it up to this mark right here where it's rounded off. And I want you to tell me what you see. And tell me that if the tip of your fingernail doesn't fit perfect in that mark. On this arm, do you see those top 2 scratches? I want you to take your left hand and I want you to take your index finger and I want you to put it up to that mark and tell me it doesn't fit perfectly. Okay. So when a person gets scratched, you guys, all right, or they go in to try to grab a hold of your arms, it's typical when somebody goes in like this to scratch you or grab a hold of you that you're going to yank back. All right, you're going to pull your arms back. And when you do, that's when you get this track mark that goes downward. You see how the top 2 scratches are here? Well, when Chris pulled back, that's when the nails he pulled back, the track marks went down his arms. You see that? Somebody went in to scratch him. He yanked back, and that's when it went douche, douche. Went right down his arm. All right. But this is a dead giveaway, you guys. Do you see that scratch right there? Dogs don't scratch that way, right? They don't. Small dogs, they leave a small, thin lines that are close together. Long, thin lines. As Chris describes, after he got home, when Sebastian went missing and he got home, he was on the floor with his dogs. And he was moving his arm around. And that's when the dogs made these scratches. Okay? In my opinion, there's no way possible that these Morkies that weigh at most, I mean, if you look at them, I know this is a younger picture, but both of them are on Sebastian's lap. There's no way that these dogs are strong enough to break the skin. And even if they do break the skin, they're not going to break the skin in that type of pattern, you guys. They're not going to break the skin and leave gouge marks like this.
And there's a video that, I don't know if it's not Mohawks, Hindsight's. Is Hindsight in here? Didn't he wait a while before interviewing too? This was the 8th, not the 8th. Yes. I forget when it was. Mohawk, when was this? Can't remember. Cassie, thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate you. Thank you, my dear. Can we see Katie's nails and who did it? Yeah, I'll show you. Good idea. I will show you, my dear. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shoto. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for being a member as well, my love. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Robin, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Pearl family. May I say pearls look amazing on you, darling. Thank you so much. Y'all welcome, Robin. Spicy Disaster, hello. 2 months. I'm not an expert, but it sure looks like bite marks to me. It could be. This is just one person's opinion, just like everybody else. Maybe I should see if I can find like a bite scratch expert or something and see if they can give their opinion on it. But he does make, it's interesting for sure. Thank you so much, Spicy Disaster. Thank you, Kathy. Looks like Sebastian was a nail biter. His nails could always be so short. Ask Seth, please. Okay. Will do. We'll look at those KK's nails in just a second.
They're going to leave thin lines that are close together. This is a small dog. In the toy category, when it scratches your hand, it looks like this. Okay? So here would be the main question. If these aren't scratch marks made by a dog, like Chris and Katie said, why would they feel the need to lie? Okay. Chris and Katie said that these were scratch marks made by the dogs. These don't look like scratch marks made by dogs to me. What these look like are the tips of a woman's fingernails, right? It appears to me that Chris got gouged, okay? And somebody went in on him like this because he's facing you right now, okay? Somebody went in on Chris like this. He yanked back, which led to these track marks. But the distinct giveaway is that is the tip of a woman's right thumb right there. Dogs don't scratch like that. All right. And if you look over here to the right, that's the index finger right there. The middle finger, you see this other scratch? See how it's rounded as well? So somebody went in on Chris like this. Like this. His thumb. See that? See how that fits in there perfect? Somebody went in on him like this. You guys, those aren't bite marks. Those aren't doggy scratches. In my opinion, those are a woman's fingernails. Why would they feel the need to lie? But yeah, more to come, you guys. We'll talk soon. There's some other things I want to talk about. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care.
What are the consequences of misusing AI to generate content such as...
Sorry. All right. Big shout out to Blackhawk _ 57 Magnum. Great job, Blackhawk. Y'all make sure y'all sub up to Blackhawk. They don't got many subscribers, and they did a great job there, and they certainly deserve it. So thank you for that. Be Great 88. Why do you think he would wear a short sleeve shirt and let those marks be seen? Instead, hide them, in my opinion. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to know if he was wearing short sleeves the days before. The days before. That would be very interesting to me as well. Mark arms. Okay, thank you for that. Okay. All right, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. This was that video. All right.
Okay.
I might put you on the spot, but
Nah, you're fine.
okay. All right, let's ask theirs first because I don't want you to go, oh, I'm over here.
No. Left arm or right arm?
Oh, arm.
Okay.
Yeah, can I ask? Then I'll ask you now before I go to theirs, before I forget.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
What in the world is this on your arm on day 8, the interview? It's a scratch or a bite mark?
Left arm or right arm?
Oh, I don't know. It's the one where you were in the green shirt. And I think it was the right arm.
So right arm slightly above the elbow. I'm guessing.
I think it was right below, if I'm not mistaken.
So I have.
That's one. Sure, DC. Yeah, of course. Just text it to me. Text the link or email.
I've got two spots on one on my hand, and I got one on closer to my elbow. There are two spots.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
To me, there looks to be a lot of little, almost micro scratches here. Or something.
We have little morkies.
But they are deep, some of those.
And we have one that's very playful. We have one that's not so playful. And I like to roughhouse my little morkies, and I put my hand down and they chase it around, and I don't stop and I let them nibble. And I've been dumb enough and I've gotten scratched by the bigger one.
They got their claws clipped and not grinded, so they're rough right now.
Yeah, but I thought you hadn't been home for almost a month, or all month. I thought it looked like fresh scratch. I'm just saying.
when I'm in a green shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were talking to Fox 17.
Okay, Fox 17. I had already been home. So I got home February 26th.
I mean, the thing about it is to argue that there's scratches or no scratches is dumb, because he's admitting to the scratches. You get what I mean?
That can be released because that's when I came home.
Yeah, you're saying it was a new scratch then.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no. I came home February 26th. We did the interview. That's why I was like, no.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
I mean, look at that right there. That's pretty. That's pretty deep. Mods, could you please drop my email?
That's why I was like, no. I came home February 26th. We did the interview, and those were scratches that are fresh.
Okay.
The day I came home, I was actually still wearing my work clothes.
Okay, so y'all, he's saying that is a fresh scratch. So I'll say it now. I have also asked about that picture. So that.
I mean, right there alone is. Well, yeah, he won't give anything out, right? Which arm? Left arm or right one? And then he'll say, well, my left arm has this one, my right arm has this one. Why didn't you just say, well, I have one on my left arm and I have one on my right arm? Which there was more than that.
That is a fresh, after he got home from his little dogs.
No.
Any sign of a break-in through a window, a front door, a back door, a sliding glass door, anything at all?
So
Oh, I just heard that.
Anything at
You hear
all?
the zip?
Or anything at all? Or anything at all?
To accompany my husband going back to work, and then I'm coming back.
But I don't know about the zip sound or anything like that. But someone was there though, weren't they, Edgar? Someone was there. They were coughing just like you were in the interview. Right?
Is it still in place?
No, ma'am. That was dropped within, I think, 2 weeks of it being put in place.
There we go.
Percentage of them.
Did you hear that?
Weeks of it being put in place. And 2 weeks of it being put in place. I think 2 weeks of it being put in place. I think 2 weeks of it being put in place. I think 2 weeks of it being put in place.
Now, we know someone always talks about, the monkey getting out, the Bowerfoot, about, granddaughter. As a veterinary technician, any sex dogs can break and puncture skin. However, these do not look typical bite, scratch, punctures from a small breed. Yeah, Priscilla. I agree. Yeah, anything, people say all the time, one of my first jobs, I was, I think so, Rach, but one of my first jobs growing up was, I was an assistant manager at a pet store, and people would say, they would always say, well, this bite, will that bite? And I said, if it's got a mouth, it can bite you. It's that, it's that simple, right? So if it's got nails, anything that can scratch or puncture you, it can puncture the skin, especially with like older people and stuff. So there's that. Thank you so much, my dear. If it has teeth, if it's got a mouth, it can bite, right?
Percentage of them tend to go toward the same spot, which would have been a retention pond.
There.
Toward the same spot, which would have been a retention pond.
Play.
Tend to go toward the same them. Tend to go toward the same spot, which would have been a retention pond.
Play. That was stated on.
As far as the crying thing, I have been crying off and on nonstop for a month.
Lots of phlegm in the phlegm socks. The phlegm socks. All right, thorn bushes. Exactly. All right. Did you email me that, my sister? Video suggestion. Okay. Oh, hold on. Breaking news must see. What's this? Yeah, she's a little quick. Let's see here. May you please review the following small channel UK but very informative statement analysis. Oh yeah. I will, DC. I'll watch that this evening, and we'll go over it for sure. Okay. All right. What am I doing next? I can't remember. What am I doing? KK's nails. I was trying to look at them right here, but it's kind of hard to see her nails. You know what I mean? Let's look at this. Play speed. So okay, here we go. Here's her nails. Screenshot. And it's not wanting to screenshot. Why is it not wanting to screenshot? It did this the other day. Huh. We'll do it like this. Bear with me as I try to get this into a screenshot here. Will it not do a screenshot while I'm saving it? All right, let me do this to see if it'll let me do a screenshot now. Okay, screenshot. All right. Okay, here's a screenshot. It wouldn't let me save it while I was sharing it. That's weird. All right. Okay, that was not it either. We'll look at KK's nails here. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's her nails. Okay. I don't know if her nails would be, is it rounded though? Is her nails rounded? Oh, it's definitely long enough to leave marks. Definitely long enough to leave marks for sure. To get him off Savannah. It really is. Yeah, short nails can absolutely dig. It doesn't matter. I think bite marks from Sebastian, in my opinion. Maybe we can find an expert. I think bite marks from Sebastian, Tammy. That is correct. But could they get DNA? Well, they could have if, you know, they were honest about what it was, right? So there's that. Okay. All right. This is Narc Divers. And someone wanted me to play this because it talks about that call.
Or didn't. I didn't know who she actually worked for.
Listen to this.
Yeah, well,
There's a lot of BS out there. People saying there was no dogs in.
that's what I heard. And then I read it. I read the article from the actual news, and it said the dogs got a scent that they from an article clothing or something, and then they tracked all the way here, like several times.
Here's your better one. There was the dispatcher. The call got released from the dispatchers to the deputies and the responding units. In that release of information, you can clearly hear the dispatcher and the cops all say the dog's got a scent is over here in this call.
Okay.
And I mean, for people to say no, it didn't. Now you're bullshit.
Yeah, and that's what.
Deputies said that shit in the dispatch.
And that's what everybody kept saying. And I'm like, there's got to be some truth to this because that doesn't make any sense. Like, so yeah, they tracked here. So.
Yeah. And then, like I said, the path that they tracked. So, our subdivision, if you're in that subdivision,
yeah,
directly, the next subdivision over to the left is our subdivision.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. With the blonde lady. That was the second interview second interview from the news that they did. That's a good idea.
Okay.
That would have been sooner.
The scent that they got, as soon as you turn in our subdivision, you're on Kelly. Driving all the way up to the very top of the hill at a four-way, you'll see that to the right, they're cutting in the new road that will link
all this together. Okay.
Yeah. The scent.
Is that what he's talking about directly right there? Oh.
Just cut me.
So it's tracked. Yeah, there was no fight. The dogs were all it was 100%. And do you know how much
beefy mitts?
Gypsy.
That's okay.
So
that's so funny.
When they went over to
Beefy mitts.
It was only knee deep. From the picture that you showed me, there's a lot of new runoff.
Yeah, that's what.
From where they're cutting. Yeah.
Trying to figure out. I was like, I don't know how shallow it was before or after.
Yeah. I'm 5'9", and it was deep. Okay. So, and they even drained it and still walked it.
Okay. So they actually walked it. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that is actually information that was told to me by law enforcement.
Yeah. So they actually.
Because I went on being law enforcement, they can put me in a vehicle. Right. Drove me around and showed me a bunch of stuff. I'm the only one that they've done it with.
Okay.
So I can actually give you a little bit more information.
Oh yes,
What
Sharon.
everybody's out there running their mouth.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going public with it.
No.
Quite honestly, I'm tired of the BS and the rumors.
That's what I kept trying to tell everybody. I was like, it's, you know, the kid. Anyway, I said he left the house, and then the internet went crazy with rumors and speculation. And I was like, I don't go off of rumors. I go off of what we got now. And I said something about that pond. I said, and it just stopped. I said, so that's where I want to go. That's where I want to search.
Exactly.
So to work backwards from the pond, okay, if you were to walk from the pond, go straight up into the construction site, you'll see where they cut the road and it turns left. If you walk that all the way back, runs you to our subdivision.
Okay.
If you go down Kelly, all the way down to Stafford, and walk down towards Stafford and toward our house. From our house, if you're looking at my house, I'm going to tell you where the dog scent went. They started on the front porch.
Okay.
Goes off the front porch. The dogs cut to the right. They go all the way down the side of the house along the fence.
So they went to the back side, or the back
right
to the north.
If you're looking at my house,
okay,
it's going to be the right hand side. The dog goes all the way down the fence. The dog comes all the way back up into the yard, and then it cuts diagonally to the house next door to us through their
Right
backyard. And that is the direction which the dogs take off. Now after that, that's where they get over to the main road, go up Kellen, and head over to the other subdivision.
Okay.
I mean, they've had dogs.
How many? Yeah, a lot of dogs.
But day one, there was 5 dogs. There was a Belgian Malinois, a blue heeler, 2 bloodhounds, and a blue tick.
I know with good dogs, like they'll do the track that's on the ground, and then if they smell a stronger scent in the air that's closer, they'll go to that direct scent. So if all the dogs were tracking actually on the ground, then I feel like this is the play, like the spot to figure it out. Because if he would have cross tracked, like actually like headed back, they should have been able to pick up on it, like a good dog.
So in the 8 days of the variance in searching, in the 8 days, on day 1, the 5 dogs did that. Out of the 8 days, 3 different dogs from 3 different groups went to that same area, that same set. On day 1, 2 of those dogs did the same path.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that was the bloodhound and the blue tick.
It was probably a better dog.
Yeah, those 2 were probably.
Yeah. A lot of people still give a lot of credit to this, thinking that they, that the dogs, they still believe, but I don't even think they had. Max is not even the right type of dog, is he? But to me, it's interesting because I think it's a familiar scent, not so much Sebastian scent, in my opinion. Just my opinion on that. So, anything else I need to show you guys in this? Boy, yes, Laura Lodge did a new video. We might watch that later. So we will see. I will look at that statement analysis that you sent me, my dear, and we'll watch that as well. Max did not have a certain article from Sebastian. Gotcha. So, okay. All right. Well, I think that's it. She's whipping my ass. Yeah. She's hyper. She's hyper right now. She wants to go play. We're going to go play. I think we're going to go play. We need to do a chicken party. Yes. Yes. Let's do a chicken party. Y'all ready?
What did the irritated chicken say?
What you fucking da? I don't fucking know. Yaranna yastara. Anarana.
I might have been a bitch to you this year. I just wanted to say that I'm still gonna be a bitch to you next year. It's New Year's, not new me. Clean slate, what? It's
Just an FYI, I'm going to do some with my chickens this year. I'm going to make some videos with my chickens.
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
Lord, kumbaya.
Oh, Lord, kumbaya.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
I'm too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for my hair. Too sexy my hair. Pearl, you're going to get... Sorry. Okay.
You're coming with me.
What?
It's a long trip. I'll need a snack. A pet cat. A pet cat.
Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher! Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Christopher!
A pet cat. A pet cat.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year.
37 and a half.
So you're.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's a 2021. I think.
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
What did the irritated chicken say?
Thank you all so very much. We really do appreciate you. You're very kind. Aw, Callie girl. Thank you, my love. That's very generous. Thank you, my dear. Love you to pieces. Love you to pieces. Ooh, suck it now. Ooh, suck it now. Oh, God. I tell you, you can't make it up. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. It's time that Sebastian, hey Tracy, good to see you, my love. How you been? It's time that hopefully Sebastian will get, justice very soon. Poor Seth. Thank you, Princess. Really appreciate you. Yeah, I'm my chickens, I need to do a video on them. They're huge now. Thank you, Lakeside. Really do appreciate you. This little thing right here. She's something else. Aren't you, Whammy? Aren't you? She's ready to play. All right, guys. Yeah. I'm going to do a live with Remy. I might even do it tonight if I get time. So we'll see. Who is Ziggy? I don't know. I don't know what you mean about. Justin, send everyone over to Ziggy's. Okay. have no idea. All right, guys. Love you all. Appreciate you. She's wild right now. She's ready to go jumping and playing on all of this. All right, guys. Love you all. I'll see you later, alligator. All right, guys. All right, guys. Love you all.